And the rebound, Lee Young-hung. Patient play from Korea. Just waiting for a screen. And the rebound, easy rebound there for Parado.
Already Mexico taking a big advantage on the glass. No threat from Korea at all.
They'll be changing direction from Cruz. Oh, that's great sharing of the ball and a rebound and another shot block from Korea. And the long pass leads to a missed layup and no foul.
Challenge from Ramos. He was the man that got back. Make sure he didn't foul. Still needed a difficult shot in transition.
Hernandez pulls up the jumper. And the rebound, Cho Sung-min.
It's the way to guard Hernandez. He much prefers to catch and shoot rather than do anything off the dribble.
Moon, yet to take a three-pointer. Well, that's a sandwich, a Mexican sandwich. And the foul is Marco Ramos. Substitutions, Korea. Yang Hee-young coming in, as indeed is Kim Ta-sul.
It's a Korean team which will rotate over and over. They've played 12 players in every game. Going into yesterday, all 12 players averaged double-figure minutes. It's dropped since then. There's only 8 played. Double figures yesterday, so it was a shorter rotation for them, and they performed better in my eyes for doing that.
Well, the foul there by Gutierrez, who got caught in a sandwich, a Korean sandwich on this occasion, and tried to escape it. Hands out the way. The referee didn't like what he saw. Don't think Gutierrez that impressed with that call. Shot clock 2. Moon's got to shoot it, and he does so. And it's an air. Well, just clipped the rim. No matter. Hernandez got the rebound. Gutierrez is fouled. He'll go to the foul line. I do believe this is the first time we've had foul shots this game. 3:42 to go, and it's just a 1-point Mexican lead.
Drive from Gutierrez for his defense. One player on the ball, hard to keep in front of. He dips that shoulder, gets into the key. Came through, as all these Mexicans have, the American collegiate system. 4 years at the University of California. He was Pac-12 Player of the Year. He's also Defensive Player of the Year in his senior year.
Good rebound, Adam Parado.
6th offensive rebound already for Mexico. Big problems for Korea.
Oh, good hands. This will be a throwdown, surely. Yes, indeed. 8 is Lee Young-hung, and the lead, well, there's no lead now. It's tied at 9s.
Anticipation from Lee. Spread the eyes of Paco Cruz. Knew where the pass was going to go.
Interesting switch on defense from the Koreans. They've now put Moon Tae-yun on Gutierrez. Definitely mismatch height-wise there. Here's Moon. No offensive foul. Good 2 from Moon. He gets underway. And Gutierrez gives what can only be described as the evil eye at the referee. I suspect his feet were inside that no-charge circle.
Gutierrez tried to buy that one from the official. Wasn't having any of it. So now Mexico trailing.
And we have a tie again. Marco Ramos. Well, Mexico know they're in the game. And Moon, not this time. Gutierrez to Ramos. A huge rebound there for Hernandez. Snagged it. And a nice little floating shot. And Ramos the rebound and a little flip shot. Mexico regain the lead.
Even without Gustavo Ion on the floor, the problems for Korea can be seen. 15-4 on the boards, already 10 points in the paint for Mexico.
Rebound Gutierrez, and he's fouled by his opposite number. Foul by Kim Ta-soo. Substitutions for Korea coming in: Kim Yoo-sung and Oh Si-kun.
Changing the front court, the two youngsters, Lee and Kim, go out. Veteran performer, number 12.
Korea have got possibly their biggest lineup on the floor now. Hernandez open, inevitable. He's had a great tournament from behind the arc, and the lead now 5 for Mexico.
Fine from Paco Cruz, comes off the screen, knows where Hernandez is.
Well, that's an open 3 as well. It's not a score, but it is a 3-shot foul. And the foul is against Mexico's 15, Adam Parada, that's his second. On the foul line for Korea, Kim Yoo-sung.
Samboy is the veteran presence in the front court for Korea, two-time MVP of the Korean Basketball League, the 34-year-old.
Parada goes out on those 2 fouls, replaced by Adrian Zamora, number 14. Some rare court time for Zamora.
No sign of Gustavo Ion then.
Kind of ruins your game plan, doesn't it, when your opponents don't start with their star player? Easy rebound for Hernandez. Oh, Hernandez ran into a pick then, head high. And here is Hernandez again. Shot clock 5. Gutierrez change of direction and easy penetration. Great move there from Gutierrez.
It's a threat back to Hernandez because he can shoot the shot. Defense had to switch and that left Gutierrez with the mismatch. He attacked very well indeed.
Differential 3 seconds between game and shot clock. At the end of the first, Moon. Well, shot clock's on 4 and it's out of bounds, Korea. Mexico by 7. There's the shot and the rebound is by Marco Ramos, and the 3-pointer on the buzzer. Well, it clipped the rim from Hernandez. But that first period finishes with Mexico leading Korea 18-11.
Everything working for Mexico. They haven't had to use Gustavo Ion at all. Paco Cruz has found his rhythm of the first couple of games to lead the way. Really, Mexico look comfortable here in the early going. For Korea, there you see the statistics. There'll be the next page that will tell the story. Still, they're struggling from the 3-point line, just 1 of 7. But the look at rebounding statistics tells it all. 18-4 in favor of Mexico.
Well, if you can't look after your own boards, you can't get anything on your opponent's boards, you stand little chance in this game. They say the team that wins the boards, etc.
Well, in the 11 missed attempts, or 11 rebounds, and where Mexico have missed shots, 8 of those have been secured by Mexico on offensive rebounds. Only 3 of those have been defensive rebounds for Korea, and that's a huge difference. And,
Mexico are sharing the ball around. They have 5 scorers compared to 3 by Korea. Remember, no Gustavo Ion yet. No need for Mexico.
I had 3 figures written down in my notes, Roy, coming into this game. The threat of Ion in 3 areas: rebounding, which Korea lost to Lithuania 42-22 yesterday. Points in the paint, where they gave up 48 points to Lithuania. They've already given up 12 to Mexico in the first quarter. And then second chance points. Lithuania had 15 of them yesterday. Already Mexico 6 here in the first quarter.
And the Mexican fans far the happier here. Looking around the arena, there are some Angolan fans, and they're not at all happy.
The problem for Korea is, you know, once they get down, how are they going to come back? Who's going to do the scoring for them? Not one person averages double figures on this Korean team. So who is going to be the leader? Yesterday it was Moon Tae-young. He hasn't really got going yet, and he's now on the bench.
Well, previously it's been Kim Sun-hyun, and he too on the bench.
Well, he hasn't been on at all yet. Number 9. He's averaging double figures going into the game yesterday. Looks like a zone for Korea now.
Well, an easy 2 again, presumably, yes. And 13 plays 18 now. Great steal from the Korean captain, Yang Dong-yoon.
Trying to up the tempo here. Here comes the trap. Good trap from Cho.
Osik on the rebound. And Korea get the ball down the floor in the blink of an eye. And now some patient play from Korea. Osik offers a pick. Twice. Nice bounce pass. Osik off the glass. Well, 4 in a row for Korea.
The adage is, if your offense is struggling, change your defense, because sometimes they'll give you a spark. It's exactly what's happened for Korea here. The bit of pressure has sped them up, and they've got 2 quality looks.
Gutierrez into the corner. Oh, great shot block again. Osik-kun. Wonder whether we'll see a Mexican timeout if Korea score here. Well, they do score. 6 in a row for Korea. They brought it back to a 1-point game.
Fast tempo. Something we've not seen from Korea at all in this tournament so far.
And can they sustain it? 3 minutes of pressure offense really from Korea.
They've got the bodies, go deep into their bench.
And here we go again with Korea, and Coach Valiumilis was about to make a substitution. I think he said to Paul Stoll, don't bother, I think I'm going to call a timeout. If Korea score here, it'll be 8 in a row. And remember, Mexico have to win this game. There's an age to go yet. Rescue, and on the buzzer of the 3, the rebound is for Hernandez. Gutierrez the layup. Quality play from Hernandez and Gutierrez, but here go Korea again. And the foul. Well, 13 for Mexico says I got the ball, and then number 13, Orlando Mendez. Yeah, and Coach Valdemir says cancelled the timeout, has he? No, he's bringing Paul Stoll in now. Well, there's that foul all over both arms.
It's in Korea. As I said, we haven't seen a lot of this up-tempo game for them, but it's working here. 8 points in transition for them, 8 points on the break. And that's been a lifeline for this offense, which has struggled to get points.
Gutierrez out now for Mexico. Just for a breather, I suggest. And no problem from the foul line, Kim Yu-sung. This to make it a 1-point game. Which he fails to do, and there's a foul crashing the boards. Hernandez, sorry, it's not Hernandez, it's Adrian Zamora. Bumped out of bounds, and the foul against Yang Hee-young. Cruz back in for Mexico, replacing Marco Ramos.
The three major playmakers really for Mexico: Paul Stoll, Paco Cruz, and Orlando Mendez, all on the floor. We'll try and figure out this zone of Korea. This lineup won't really turn it over too much, you wouldn't have thought. Let's see if Korea's defensive pressure continues here.
Nice pass, and, well, there's the Korean smothering defense.
Speed, they come down the floor again.
Koreans seem to do everything at pace, don't they? Well, except pass there, on that occasion anyway. Misunderstanding between Dong and Osi-kun. Mendez. And the rebound, Hernandez. Well, he didn't rebound it. Actually, didn't need to. It bounced into the hands of Mendez.
Problem with the zone often is that you don't have a man-to-man responsibility to box out.
Oh, nice pass. And good hands. And that came off the knee of Adrian Zamora. Substitution now, the first time tonight. Kim Sun-hyung, who was the inspiration for Korea earlier on in this tournament, averaging 7.5 points a game, plays for the Seoul Knights. It's a basketball club, not a pop group.
Double figures in the first 2 games, but then just 2 points in the last 2.
Lovely pass. Well, travel. Osi-kun, he travelled before he released the ball. That would have been a beautiful pass, and there he is consulting Nigerian official Kingsley Oji-Abaru. And the referee doesn't want to make any eye contact whatsoever with Osi-kun or the coach. Well, Paul Stoll stepped on the halfway line then, which is, of course, in the backcourt, but he was pushed into that backcourt by Cho Seung-min. And Moon Tae-yun wanting to get back in for Korea, replacing the man who just committed that foul. So Mexico still living precariously. You know, if you remember, they must win this game to make the final 4, sorry, the top 4. Korea have only pride at stake. That's a travel as well. So Kingsley Oji-Abaru being consistent.
Questions. The defense to the bench at the moment from Korea. They're doing a good job. The zone is definitely this game in their favour. After a score in the half court. Find some room for Moon Tae-yang, perhaps. He's going to come off these staggered screens now.
Here's Moon.
Shuffled the feet.
That's another travel. So 3 travels in a row. 2 by Korea, 1 by Mexico. And coach Yu Tae-ha. I think he's talking about the defense there. Paul Stoll. Stoll, change of pace. Nice pass. And a lovely little floating shot from Francisco Cruz.
Points for Cruz. Identical, all 8, and how he scored them.
Foul on Paul Stoll. Thought for a moment the referee pointed and called it an out of bounds, a foot on the line, but no. Foul on Paul Stoll, his first. And we have a timeout. 5:10 to go in the half, and it's a 4-point lead for Mexico.
Really good game, this one. Mexico looked so comfortable at the end of their first quarter, the 7-point lead, but then the change in defense in Korea and the spark that it's given them, really. The opportunity to run, the willingness to try and score in transition that we haven't really seen too much. It's given them a bit of life in this game yet. Still think Mexico need to play Ion. I'm not sure if there's a problem with him or if he's just being rested, but for me, I would prefer to play Gustavo Ion, have a lead, and then have him sit out, rather than leave him rested on the bench and then need to go to him in the second half. You just never know what's going to happen. Will he come in with enthusiasm? Will he come in, or and play well? Or will the fact that he sat on the bench for such a long time take away his rhythm and his preparation?
Lloyd, we're in an era where big-time sport, big-time managers, big-time coaches. Just imagine if Ion is fit, if he's 100% healthy or even high percentage healthy, and he gets little court time in this and Mexico lose. Just think what the Mexican press would do to Sergio Valdemiros.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no real need. I mean, Ion to be fair, hasn't played that big minutes, really.
But he was warming up, so he looked okay to us, didn't he?
Yeah, he played 28 yesterday, so he didn't even play 30 because he's been in foul trouble so much. His minutes have been down.
Moon for three. Coming out of the Mexican timeout, that is, as well. And it's back to a one-point game. That's Moon's first three of the game.
Still the zone from Korea.
Stoll, the no-look pass. Hernandez, the long two. It's back to a three-point lead now for Mexico. Great pass there from Paul Stoll. On the fadeaway. And the rebound for Yang Hee-young. Moon again. He's hot. Two in a row for Taeyeon Moon. And it's tied at 24s.
Moon played 31 minutes yesterday, the second oldest man in this competition. That's why Korea need his outside shooting.
Cruz. Great penetration, and Moon couldn't block that. But the drive from Orlando Mendes.
It was the Korean defense took away the pass to the corner, so forced him to penetrate, and then the opportunities you have to take. You can't finish that, and you'll struggle to beat this zone. Great
high-low inside, and high-low there. Kim Yu-sung finished it off and tied the scores again.
Sikun, like you said, the feed, a beautiful pass. Only a turnover.
Cruz coming out. And wholesale subs for Mexico, but still, no. Gustavo Ayon, Prada back in.
To look at into the game for the first time for Mexico is number 6, Roman Martinez. He's coming off a good game as well against Angola. He had 4 threes for 12 points in that game, and then yesterday against Australia, just 3 minutes. He was scoreless, that man with the ball, the lefty. He'll try and find some space in the corners against this zone.
Paul Stoll under pressure on the halfway line, and he's fouled by Yang Hee-young.
Trouble of getting fouled, Paul Stoll. 2 fouls yet.
Only 3 against Korea, 2 against Mexico. Hernandez for no points, the rebound Martinez, and jacks it out for a restart. Paul Stoll pulls up and hits the 15-foot jump shot.
By Marco Ramos, he was way up there. In Korea in transition.
Well, you think, okay, we've just taken the lead, and then suddenly, a second later, it's gone. And we have a tie again.
Completely different game, this one from Korea.
Martinez, that's going to miss. And the rebound, Ramos. Flying rebound at that.
That's a rebound, though.
Some hesitation now on the Mexican side. And that's a great loose ball by Moon. Very nearly lost it. Korea with an opportunity to take the lead. Oh, Moon disappointed there. He wanted it in the corner. Here he is again. But a long way from the hoop this time. Oh-sik-kun. Oh-sik-kun goes inside, pulls up, and hits the jumper, and Korea take the lead. Oh-sik-kun now on 6 points.
With leaving Ion in the benches. If the game continues like this, Korea are just going to keep growing in confidence. You can see their shooting is getting better and better.
And that now puts Korea in the penalty. Oh-sik-kun, his foul. And it should be sideline Mexico. And Jorge Gutierrez back in for Mexico, replacing Paul Stoll. Paul Stoll looks disappointed coming out there, having a good game.
Korea really just need to work. Securing, rebounding.
Gutierrez into the corner. The 3 puts Mexico back into the lead. Marco Ramos.
Gutierrez there, gets into the paint, turns all the defense. And Ramos wide open.
That's out of bounds, came off a Korean knee. Another Korean substitution back in there, captain Yang Dong-yun, replacing Kim Sun-hyung, number 9. That's a pressure now from Korea. Well, Gutierrez and Yang Hee-young collided in the backcourt there. Ramos from the corner for 3. Mexico by 4 now.
This is the three-point shooting team of Mexico. Hernandez, Martinez and Ramos surrounding Gutierrez. You can have a field day trying to penetrate and kick to one of those guys.
And the rebound, Ramos scores at one end, rebounds at the other. Less than a minute and a half to go in the first half. Gutierrez pulls up, and the rebound by Lee Yong-hung. And Korea regroup. Well, poor use of the screen there. Gutierrez fights through it. Nice pass on the turnaround. And Korea get the rebound. It did hit the rim. Well, not sure Moon knew that. Gutierrez, the no-look pass again to Hernandez. Gutierrez in the corner. All the time in the world to bury the jumper. 30 plays 36 now. Last 35 seconds of the first half.
This last minute or so hasn't been kind to Korea. Mexico found their range against the zone now.
Oh, the steal, and here go Mexico, 3-on-1. They must score the alley-oop, and it's missed, but there's a foul on the play. Not the best pass from Gutierrez, but they get the foul anyway. And the foul, Yang Dong-yun. There's that steal. There's the foul, and Korea on the foul line in the form of Roman Martinez. Moon comes out for Korea. Mexico want to make subs as well in the last just under 16 seconds. Zamora replaces Parada, and Meza is about to replace Gutierrez.
Looking in their defensive lineup, I'm surprised we missed a timeout.
There's Gustavo Ion. Still 0 minutes. Ramos misses the first. Doesn't add to his 10 points. The first player in the game to make double figures. Marco Ramos. It's the second though. It's a 7-point Mexican lead. Let's call it 16 seconds remaining in the first half. Oh, holding foul. That's called wrestling, David Meza.
He's doing perhaps a little bit early though, still 9 seconds to go.
That's only the third team foul against Mexico, and we have a timeout. Timeout, Korea. So Mexico lead 37-30 with just under 9 seconds remaining in the first half.
Where does the ball go? This is where I said the strength and depth of Korea, a gift and a curse. Not really sure who is the man to get the ball, who's the responsible figure in their team that's going to make a play. Coming down the end of a clock like this. Right, look at the board.
드리블 시작할 때 얘 이렇게 돌아 나와서 이렇게 찬스 보고 이렇게 봐요. 이거하고 이거하고 세 군데 다 봐, 세 군데 다. 이런 대로.
Well, I'll tell you what, Lloyd, as a player, you've got to concentrate very hard when Yute Ha calls a timeout. Magnetic players going everywhere there.
You're talking about the dancers in the background, Roy.
Yeah, concentration would help there as well.
It's not often you see coaches use those pieces. Usually, it'll be a fashion pen. In the lines, but
I imported about 500 of those from the Orient once, you know. Yeah, I'm sure they're gathering dust somewhere. So Korea, having talked about things in their timeouts, have the ball. in the front courts. They have just under 9 seconds remaining in the first half to try and reduce the margin of 7 which Mexico enjoy. Osukun sets a pick and rolls and doesn't get the ball. Wonderful hustle from Mexico. 1 second, the long shot is... Oh! What a play! Oh, from his own backcourt! What a shot from Roman Martinez! And that makes it a 10-point game. The Korean fans salute Roman Martinez. The best buzzer beater we've had here in Gran Canaria, possibly the best buzzer of the World Cup so far. Here it is, it's all stringed. Wow. From fully 17 meters, Roman Martinez. We have to see that again and again and again. And I think you can say he really did enjoy that.
Talk about a momentum builder going into the second half. Korea, that second period, so good for them. They had control, they had the tempo, the zone was working well, and all of a sudden, 3 threes. The 2 on penetration and kick out, and then that one from their own half has just broken this game wide open in favor of Mexico.
Well, FIBA do present 5 highlights of the day every day, and if Roman Martinez doesn't get in the highlights on Saturday, then there's got to be some pretty good ones to beat that. So at halftime, it is Korea 30, Mexico 40 in the game that Mexico must win to progress to the last 4. I'll say that again, progress to the top floor in this group. And remember, 4th place from this group will play the United States in the last 16. So with about 13 minutes to go to the beginning of the second half, we'll take a break, but if we're going to have action like this again, then you will be richly entertained. Welcome back to Gran Canaria, the Mexican flag being paraded proudly, and coach Sergio Vallumios very happy with a 10-point lead. And 3 of those 10 points came and wowed the crowd here in the Gran Canaria arena. Roman Martinez buried a 3, there it is, from fully 17 meters, perhaps even more. It was all string, and that broke the hearts of the Koreans. On the buzzer of halftime, I think you can proudly say, or definitely say, Roman Martinez extremely pleased, as indeed are the Mexican fans here in Gran Canaria. Remember, this is a game that Mexico must win to progress to the knockout stage. If they win this, they come 4th in the group, behind Slovenia, Lithuania, Australia. We don't know the order in the top 3 yet, but we do know that if Mexico win this, they are 4th. Now the Koreans had a good first half until, what, 4 minutes before half-time, and then, well, too many threes against them, particularly from Marco Ramos, and that big 3 from Roman Martinez really broke their hearts. Lloyd Gardner, what can Korea do to get themselves back into this game? They had a good first half until the last 3 or 4 minutes.
That's a great question, Roy. They've changed their defense, and that worked well. They're going to have to go back to man-to-man, I think. We'll see how they do in that. It was the final 2:06. Those 3 big threes you mentioned, 2 from Ramos and the 1 from Martinez, that have really changed this game.
Good hustle there from Hernandez. Prepared to almost dive over the advertising board to keep the ball in play.
And Korea going to stay with that zone. You've got to know where Ramos is. He's got a lot of room over there on that far side.
Here's Cruz into the corner. And every Mexican bench player then put 2 hands up in the air to signal 3. They knew that the lead was going to increase to 13.
Gutierrez is a great player, but his strength is not shooting the ball from the 3-point line. Korea need to know that. They don't have to be as close to him to guard the others.
An offensive foul there against Osi-kun. He looks at the bench as if to say, what can I do, coach? The 2 fouls against Osi-kun. A very valuable player for this Korean team. Does a lot of quiet things well, like set screens, grab rebounds, grab loose balls. And there he was, intimidating. And here go Korea again on the break, but Mexico back. That's a good scramble in there, and eventually Hector Hernandez has the last say. Oh, Ramos there tried to take the ball to lay it up before he even caught it. Hernandez for 2. It's a 15-point lead for Mexico.
Korea have done their time in the zone. They need to change that again. Mexico just going to keep finding their shooters. They're going to pull an early timeout. Korea.
Any viewers from Mexico or Mexican fans will be wondering where Gustavo Ayani didn't get on the floor in the first half, but Jordi Gutierrez did. He laid the ball up. Timeout Korea, as you predicted, Lloyd. 47 plays 30, 7 in a row at the beginning of this second half, and less than 2 minutes gone. Graphics asked the question, who will be the 2015 FIBA Americas champions? We have the 2013 FIBA Americas champions on court at the moment. That's Mexico. We also have the bronze medalist from last year's FIBA Asia Championships held in Manila. That's Korea. And the FIBA Americas winners at the moment in total control over their Asian opponents.
Timeout, we saw Gustavo strapping on that shoulder of his. Throughout this timeout, he's had an elasticated band. He's doing exercises used to try and strengthen your shoulders. So that shoulder is bothering him. Just catch him there at the back right of your picture. Seems to be struggling, so it might not be a tactical decision. There he is with the stretch band iron, and you can see the strapping on his left shoulder. maybe it's an enforced change rather than a tactical one from Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico have been deprived of his 15.8 points a game and 7.5 rebounds. And from the Atlanta Hawks. Nice footwork, and the foul. If that's Adam Parada, that's his third, I think.
Good response for Greer. Now they've got to do something on the defensive end. You said Mexico have found their rhythm against the zone. Be interested to see if they're going to change the zone to man, or even change the way that they play it.
And here comes Adrian Zamora to replace the man on 3 fouls, Adam Parada. The man on the foul line, Kim Yong-kyu, just looked quizzically at coach Yu Tae-ha. I think he was getting something of a reprimand along the lines of, why didn't you score? Well, I did my best, coach. Tried. Well, he's now hit one, or hit the first foul shot, rather. Hard taskmaster, Yu Tae-ha. And it's not Kim Yu-sung coming out. It's Yang Hee-young and back in Mu Tae-yeon. And you've got to say Korea need his 3-point shooting more now than many times before.
Stay in the zone. Good job of matching up with Hernandez.
Good ball distribution from Mexico. Well, it's straight to a Korean, and that Korean, their captain. And all the way to the hoop, coast to coast, Yang Dong-yun.
Better from Korea. When they do get stops, it gives them the chance to run. We need more of them, though.
And we need more of those gifts. Escape from Gutierrez. Hernandez just looked to the hoop momentarily. That's Cruz. 3 on the shot clock. Cruz inside into the corner, and from the corner again, yet another buzzer beater. This time it wasn't Martinez, it was Marco Ramos from the corner.
Ramos has found his range. 3 threes for him now.
Very, very close to a backcourt there. Moon. Good ball distribution from Korea, and eventually get the foul called in their favour. Marco Ramos. Who fouls Ramos? Problem for Korea is it's a 16-point deficit. Remember, earlier on, we had Angola trailing by 15 against Australia and eventually winning by 8, so this is not over yet. And the foul, and this time it is Adrian Zamora, who says, I think we've got all ball, ref. And I said, you probably did get all ball, but you also got an elbow.
He did get all ball, but he had pushed the man before he got the ball, so that's what the official called. 2 shots.
Shots to Kim Yong-kyu. Yong-kyu on 6 points. Around this Gran Canaria arena, there are some Korean flags flying. They still believe. They would love to go back to Korea with at least 1 win. Well, that's all they could get when they were to win this. They do not want to go back 0-5 back home. Cruz, well, couldn't find a teammate. Osikun spins and hooks his man, and the reverse layup misses, but the rebound, a follow-up from Kim Yong-kyu. It's back to a 12-point deficit for Korea.
This man into double figures for the Koreans. Did a good job on the boards.
And then Cruz slices through the defense and buries the jumper. I don't know what Coach Giorgio Valdemiros was questioning there, but really quite happy with the jump shot.
On this end of the floor, switching defense from Mexico.
Osikun. Shot clock on 2, it hit the rim, and the rebound for Ramos.
Sungmin just hasn't been able to knock down that three-point shot, 27% in the tournament. Started off the first few games well, but like so many of these Koreans, has started to struggle.
Gutierrez is fouled by Moon Tae-young.
It's the situation I was talking about. Moon Tae-young has to close out Gutierrez, knowing he's not really a three-point shooter. He much prefers to put the ball on the floor and either pull up in that mid-range or get all the way to the basket. So he has to close him out short, try to challenge the shot, but he would rather Gutierrez shoots rather than gets past him. Some of the other players, especially Marco Ramos, he's shown that he likes to catch and shoot, doesn't like to put it on the floor. So you have to know who it is you're closing out.
Ramos the 3. Wonderful hustle there from Gutierrez. Now, has he picked up a foul? No, he hasn't. The referee just want to make sure the Korean player is okay. Banged into that advertising board very heavily indeed. Ramos was a bit worried that he'd been called a foul there, but well, actually he did throw the player out of bounds, didn't he? And that player, Kim Sun-young. Don't think a foul was called then.
It was more incidental. Gutierrez just tried to kind of steady himself on the player, but tripped him at the same time. He apologises. Kim seems to be okay.
And here is Kim Moon. Oh, great move and the foul. The follow-up won't count, but Korea will be on the foul line.
This young man, he was the lead scorer for Korea through those first few games. He started off the tournament with 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists against Angola. He went to 13 points, and since then, 2 against Slovenia, 0 against Lithuania.
On the foul line for Korea, Kim Sun-young.
Scoreless in this one as well. Opportunity to get started. There he is.
Who that young lady is supporting. 2 from 2 for Kim Sun-young. Some pressure now from Korea. And Orlando Mendes on try and beat that pressure. Lovely pass into Zamora. Oh, that's how to come off the bench. Orlando Mendes, the long 2.
Breakout game yesterday. Mendes extended time. First double-figure game for him.
Five on court for Korea. Number 5, that is Park Chan-hee. Oh, wonderful rebound for Gutierrez. He couldn't get 2 hands on it. He tapped it against the backboard and then caught another rebound. Only gets 1 rebound on the stats for that though. Easy 2 and the foul. 14 for Korea. Adrian Zamora.
Cheap foul from Korea. They let Zamora have far too much space along the baseline in that zone. It's a threat of the three-point shooting started to bring the zone. They're back 2 positions out further and further, so Zamora should have space to roam around.
First points of the night for Zamora, and it's an and 1 possibility. 3-point play is completed by Adrian Zamora. Moon rarely gets a clean look at the hoop. Everybody knows about his 3-point shooting prowess. The block from Zamora. Ramos into Zamora for the, well, protecting the ball with the equipment. This phase of play from Zamora.
Possession basketball, Ramos again. Good play for his team. This is by far his best game in this tournament.
That's good help defense from Mexico. Well, the pass into the first row there. Misunderstanding by Korea. And 11, David Meza wants to come in for Mexico. Coach Sergio Valdealmeida able to give plenty of court time to most of his players. Gutierrez comes out and receives the congratulations from Gustavo Oyan. So my dad will need to see, or he will not need to step on the floor so he can rest that shoulder. Meza. My memory serves me correctly, only Hernandez is on the floor now, who started for Mexico. Here he is, going to the hoop. And Moon rebounds. And Korea give the ball away. Get the impression now Mexico enjoying themselves out there. There is some semblance of discipline out there, but freewheeling Mexico, let's say. And here go Korea. Moon rescues the pass. Very unselfish player, Taeyun Moon. And there an easy rebound for Adrian Zamora.
He said it, the Mexicans know his threat. The moment he puts it on the floor, two people go to him. Who else from Korea has to make the shot when he kicks?
Well, bit of a kamikaze shot there from Orlando Mendes. That's the right expression to use. And he ended up with a travel. Osikun back in for Korea. And out. Kim Yu-sung. Yu-sung only on 3 points today. Moon. Well, that's what he's all about. Catch and shoot. Instant offense from Moon. If he puts the ball on the floor, then the defense is there quickly, but not even a possibility of a dribble there.
Got a glimmer of space, really, didn't he? Have to get the shot away. Quick release from him. It's a man from Korea. Try and get something going on this end to help their offense.
Last minute of the third period, rather. Oh, wonderful passing and tipping in as well. Now, who got that? Was it Hernandez or was it Zamora? Looking at the score sheet, the scoreboard rather, the score is asking that same question. Well, this time, Moon Taeyun will have 3 foul shots because he was fouled by Marco Ramos in the act of shooting. Still looking down at the table, and there's some discussion as to who got that last score for Mexico.
Hernandez was given to. It's an interesting one. As well as he's played, this will be the first free throw that Moon Taeyun has made in the entire tournament.
And he has no problem with it.
Reaching 8.5 points per game. He's been deadly from beyond the arc in the last couple. Hasn't put himself to the line hardly at all.
Well, he has now. He's got himself to the line 3 times. 2 from 2 so far. And he has reduced the arrears to 16. 3 from 3. Well, good eye, that young 38-year-old, isn't he? Oh, good defense, good pressure defense from Korea. Is it a little bit too late for them, though? There are 32 seconds remaining in the third period, and they trail by 15. Good ceiling. And stepped out of bounds. Or was it indeed a double dribble? Yes, it was.
Took the dribble to control it. And picked it up before making his move. The official put in for the double dribble.
The pressure still here from Korea. 1.5 seconds between game and shot clock at the end of the third.
Finish is just shot from his own half.
Why not? Give it to the number 6. Give it to Martinez. 8 seconds. And the foul is Meza. So it's 2 shots for Korea with 4.2 seconds remaining in the third. Trail by 15, Korea.
this is a Korean team that builds and grows with confidence very quickly indeed. So you never know, maybe a couple of foul shots here. Stop, give them some momentum getting into that fourth period.
Well, Park Chan-hee can't make the most of this pair of foul shots. There he is, shooting off the glass. The only player in Group D that I've seen do that so far. There's to the hoop, on the buzzer. No score, said the referee. The referee doesn't bother to consult the monitor. He saw the red light up on the shot clock. The end of the game, end of the third period, and those two will not count. Let's have a look. Well, we haven't got the clock on there.
Perfect officiating. Look at the backboard, the lights.
Yeah.
Clearly show it was in his hand. An excellent call from the official.
So they got a three-point buzzer beater at the end of the second period. They didn't get a layup at the end of the third. However, Mexico lead Korea by 14 at the end of the third period. Mexico, all they need is the W to progress to the knockout stage. They will have secured fourth spot here in Group D.
Key statistics, look at that. Mexico doubling up on the boards, 32-16. Another one, I'm sure if you see the points in paint. 32 points for Mexico. It's 20 for Korea as they have gone to the outside in the second half. There you see Cruz hitting one of those threes, but the inside force from Mexico has forced Korea into this zone. Just haven't been able to get a run really, Korea in that third period.
Watching highlights of the third period so far, there weren't many Korean highlights. One snap, three-point shot from Moon. But every time he gets the ball, he's got a couple of Mexicans in close attention.
One of the things you say as a coach, runs or games are built on sequences of 3 possessions. What you look to get is a stop, a score on the other end, and then another stop. If you can get a lot of those sequences in a game, chances are your team will do really well. And for Korea in that third period, I can't remember any time where they got 2 consecutive stops with a score in between. And that's what they've got to try and build on. Take small focuses, small goals forward, see if they can get a stop, then a score, then a stop, and see what that can give them. See if they can get any sort of momentum in the start of this fourth period.
Yeah, anything is possible. Just ask Angola. Came back from 13 down at half-time to beat Australia by 8 earlier on. Angola praying that Korea can do something similar here. Oh, nice move from Adam Parada. That makes it a 16-point game now. Great passing from Mexico.
Really missed anything without Ion on the floor, have they? Mexico team has put in a good performance.
Osikun. Oh, the open shot from Lee Yong-hun reduces it back to 14. Mazer down the floor so quickly. Well, that shot was blocked, and here we go, Korea again. The three-pointer is up, and the rebound, Osikun couldn't keep 2 hands on it, or get 2 hands on it.
Good transition, but Korea still struggling. We're on the three-point line, 4 of 14 in this one.
Shot clock 6. Fernando Mendez for 3. Great use of the shot clock, or manufacturing a shot there. Osikun, good defense, good help defense from Mexico. And the foul is Roman Martinez. He of the buzzer beater.
3-point shooting from Mexico. They started off 1 of 7 since that point. End of the third the first half was the key. Those 3 threes there, they're 6 of 8 now from the three-point line in the since that start.
Nice pass. Osikun inside, but a lovely pass there from Lee Young-hoon.
From him. Just combining together.
Mexico with not a starter on the court. Well, they don't need starters because they've got shooters like Roman Martinez.
2 of 3.
That was close for Martinez. That was only 8 meters.
Shooting from Mexico. They've got their eye in. They've got their rhythm against the zone. And now even though Korea have gone back man to man.
Nice move, Osikun, and he's got an and one.
From him.
The foul, Ramos.
Small Mexican lineup with Ramos and Martinez. Really one of them playing the 4. Ramos is going to struggle to guard Osikun in the low post, and that's why we see some substitutions from Mexico.
Adam Parada out, Adrian Zamora in, and Hector Hernandez back in for Mexico. So Ramos goes out on 4 fouls. Here's Osikun. Osikun, 10 points. He is one of 2 Korean players on 10. Their leading scorer, inevitably, is Moon Taeyeon. The 3-point play is completed. 11 points now to Osikun. The military man, Osikun. Meza runs into the double team and escapes. Osikun the rebound, and he had it ripped out of his hands by Adrian Zamora.
Just wanted the ball more than any Korean man. Give him a good shot here.
Oh, the behind the back pass, and 2 points for Zamora.
Beautiful feed, Orlando Mendes. A bit of showtime from him. Why not with a lead like this? Mexico, another strong performance.
Not quite the biggest lead of the game. That was 19. Now it's 17. Osikun putting in a good performance for Korea. That's his 13th point. Osikun gets his points, gets his rebounds, grabs loose balls. So quietly, but very effectively. There's Mendes. Hernandez having a quiet game. 9 points. There he is again on the turnaround. And makes another buzzer beater.
Well, Mexico, as I said, they've got their confidence. A number of shooters started to find their range in this tournament. Wondered early who was going to provide the scoring outside of the big 3. The role players for Mexico are getting better with each game.
Oh, like nice pass, and well, for once the Mexican defense went AWOL.
Osikun is doing a bit of everything. They're looking to play through him.
David Meza. No behind the back pass this time. Zamora on the fade, and the rebound by Yang Hee-young, who is fouled. And the foul, Hector Hernandez. That's only his first foul. We have a timeout. And it is Korea's timeout. The last throw of the dice, perhaps. In the 4th period, Korea trail by 15. Angola offering up yet another prayer, I suspect. Can Korea come back from 15 points behind to deprive Mexico of a place in the top 4 in this Group D?
관중들 대한민국 외치는 팬들 있잖아.
half-time entertainment for the crowd, consisting of a half-time, or rather half-line attempt from a member of the fans. Perhaps he should take lessons from Roman Martinez. Some rather disillusioned faces in the Korean huddle there. They're trailing by 15. They've got 5 minutes, 12 seconds to rescue this game. Mexican fans think that's it. They're in the top 4. Still 5 minutes and a few seconds to go. You never know.
It's going to be a tough 5 minutes for Korea. Mexican guards have shown a good ability to look after the ball, milk the clock. The experience of Orlando Mendez will be relied on from them. For Korea, they've got to try and find a way to speed this game up, have as many possessions as possible. You have to go quickly on every offense now.
Well, the foul, it's a 3-shot foul again.
Shows in, he's never seen a shot he doesn't like. There's 3 of 17 overall, 2 of 11 from the 3-point line. First touch, it goes up. He is fouled.
Foul, Orlando Mendez. And David Meza just received instructions from Sergio Valdemilios, possibly to tell Mendez, don't foul 3-point shooters.
I've just given Mendez the credit of having the experience, but that's not very experienced there to foul a shooter.
Lee Il-young hits 2 from 2, and he's got 1 to come.
The Mexican faces in the crowd.
3 from 3. Well, that's the second time Korea have been to the foul line for 3 foul shots, and they hit 6 of them.
Here comes the press. To try and trap Mendez if they can.
Meza. The crowd encouraging the Mexican team, or at least the Mexican contingent in the crowd. I know it's not over yet. Another behind-the-back flip pass. Good hustle as well. New shot clock for Mexico.
He's a beautiful kick out, and then he was the one that got the offensive rebound.
Well, half of the defense then thought, well, where's the ball gone? And here's Meza inside, gets his shot blocked. Korea, don't give up, you know. The top shot blockers in this group.
6th block for them in this game. 3rd for Kim Yong-hoo.
And Jorge Gutierrez back in for Mexico. Coach Valdemilios making sure they don't make any mistakes.
They built so much momentum, Mexico. They don't want to lose it in this final 4 minutes.
Shot clock on 6. Shot clock on 1. It's got to go up. Well, the buzzer went. And they got the rebound. New shot clock. Must have been a 1/10 of a second then when Mexico got the rebound.
And this is going to probably go to about a minute, all combined of an offense for Mexico.
You've got to say that kid can shoot, Roman Martinez. Wow, his 3rd 3-pointer.
We have seen some great shooting in this tournament. Adis Yuskavicius is leading the way. 11 for 13 he is. With that one, Martinez 3 of 4 here today.
Must be a couple of Aussies in that 3-point stats as well. And certainly Martinez, before this game started, 4 from 9 from the arc. He's added 3 at least today.
The surprising thing about Roman Martinez, he didn't make a 3 in his first 3 games. It wasn't until the explosion where he had 4 against Angola that he really started to find his range. But we have been treated to some 3-point shooting.
What is his range, do you think, Martinez? A long way behind the arc, at least on 2 of the 3 occasions tonight.
Gran Canaria?
I mean, the suburbs of Las Palmas, perhaps.
No, anywhere on the island.
8 on the foul line. Lee Yong-hung. He's on 8 points. He's hit the first and the second. So the margin 13 with just over 3.5 to go. And they have brought Gutierrez in for his experience, his ball handling, his savvy. And he's defended by Moon Tae-yun. Mendez. Now there was a man inside waiting for the pass then. Didn't come because Kim Yong-hoo fouled Mendez. Shot clock reset to 14. And all Mexico need to do now is work the clock. And they will be in the knockout stage. Gutierrez, shot clock 4. Hernandez inside. Well, the ball came off the rim then. Some pace. Oh, great hands from Hernandez. Read that pass a good couple of seconds before it was intended.
Gutierrez, they had to chance the run. He just says, let's slow down, let's get a good one.
And the foul. Here's Korea's number 13. That's Yu Il-young. Well, Mexico are in the penalty, but Korea only 2 team fouls so far.
This is the time it doesn't really help you. They'd prefer to foul and send Mexico to the line instead. Mexico will get to use another 20 seconds or so of a shot clock.
And a shovel pass from Gutierrez. And well, the board's well crashed there. And the behind the head pass again. Well, cheeky chappy Orlando Mendes there. Over the head, the behind the head pass. Well, the 3 from 13, that's Yu Il-young. It's back to 12 with over 2 minutes remaining. Gutierrez running the clock. And Mexico, not the smartest turnover by Orlando Mendes. But no reaction from the Mexican bench with 2 minutes, 1 second remaining.
It's going to be the pass of Mendes in the previous possession there, you see it. Vision from him. This last one though, just a little bit too much off the dribble. Still off his own leg.
Moon Tae-yun. In the low post, he's fouled by at least 2 players. Only one of them is going to be accredited with the foul. And that one is Adrian Zamora. Moon on the foul line. His second visit to the foul line in the tournament. His first visit was earlier on, 3 from 3 hits. And takes his personal tally to 15. Jared Stevenson to his parents. That's 5 from the line, 5 points from the line for Moon Tae-yun. Good press break from Hernandez.
Gutierrez again, using the clock.
Rushing his man aside. Mendes. Hernandez always available and always hot. Hernandez, it's his 13th point. That's an offensive foul against 15, Kim Yong-kyu. That's his 3rd foul. That's the 13th foul against Korea. As you said, Lloyd, they would... Oh, what a great steal, great hands. Moon from 3. Could have done with those 3, that would have reduced it to a mere 9. Ticking down to the last minute. Good defense from Yu Il-young. Hernandez, as ever, available. Mendes. Hernandez for 3. No problem. Well, he has grown throughout the tournament. 16 points, grown in confidence and grown in threat.
So he has excellent game again.
And again, good hands, Hector Hernandez and the pass. Gutierrez, and will give Hernandez an assist. And Mexico want to talk about things, even though they have a substantial lead, ticking down to the last 30 seconds. that's timeout called by Mexican coach Sergio Valmilas as Yang Dong-yun hits the 3 for Korea, but Mexico with just under 28 seconds remaining in the game, they lead by 14.
Timeout scored to make a substitution. Israel Gutierrez is going to come into the game for the first time. 21-year-old big man from Mexico. That's about the only reason Coach Valmilas would call a timeout right now.
Those deafening drums in this Gran Canaria arena are about 5 feet behind us. He's got paracetamol. 27.9 seconds remaining in the 4th. Menendez there. A double-double of 16 and 11. The only man in the game so far anywhere near a double-double. Next best rebounder is Ramos. He's got 14 points and 6 rebounds. The number 5 for Mexico. So, as you say, Lloyd, number 10, Israel Gutierrez in for the first time in the tournament. Let's see if we can get him on the score sheet. We being Mexico, of course. There's a differential of 3 seconds between game and shot clock. Gutierrez sets a pick, rolls to the hoop. He's going to try and get a rebound. He does so, and he gets on the scoreboard. A great tip from Israel Gutierrez. Great time out there. Team bonding for Mexico. 3 seconds left. And that's it. So Mexico win 87-71 against Korea, and Mexico get 4th place in this Group D. And they go through to the knockout stage. Excellent performance from Mexico. Remember, they didn't play their NBA player, their Atlanta Hawks man, Gustavo Ayon. He had the shoulder injuries, so they made sure that he wasn't going to exacerbate that. But the Mexican team, without Ayon, responded brilliantly. They've won 87-71.
Job done for Mexico. Everything really, all the boxes ticked. They didn't have to play Ion. He warmed up but wasn't needed. And again, the role players for Mexico continue to show their worth to this team outside of, the 3 leaders that have established themselves in Cruz, Gutierrez and Ion. You have to say they're looking better and better each game out. The only question mark for Mexico, of course, is they've secured 4th place in this group, which means, unfortunately for them, it'll be a tough game against the US in the first knockout stages.
As the Mexican fans salute their heroes. There's one of them who didn't play today, but didn't need to. And Korea, well, their heads down, but they've entertained us here in Gran Canaria, and the crowd give them a big hand as well. Mexican fans, young and old, relish the situation where they're now going forward to play the United States. Well, the FIBA Americas champions are destined to play the world champions from Turkey 4 years ago in the last 16, the knockout stage. So there are the stats of this game, and the really, besides the shooting, the rebounds, look at that, 44-19. Mexico in control of both backboards. Korea, they can be proud that they are the top shot blockers in this group, 6 blocks to 1 in this particular game. And the final score, Mexico 87, Korea 71. Korea, their record now 0-5. And Mexico, they have the same record as Angola, 2-3, but Mexico have the tiebreak over the African champions. So it is Mexico and not Angola who go through to the knockout stage. Mexico 87, Korea 71.
Okay, that's a fucking great play.